Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be talking about the 2024 Mars and Pisces transit, part 2 of 2. In this segment, I'm going to be talking about how the Mars and Pisces transit may affect Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo, and yes, it does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. First thing up, well, as far as Aries goes, the 12th house is what's going to be emphasized and highlighted. So there may be battles with unseen foes, the hidden adversaries, calling people out, that are being deceptive or duplicitous, the people that are maybe impersonating themselves as, friends when they're truly enemies. Also, this transit may also manifest in the actions, being very altruistic, but at the same time could cause more fatigue. Also, too, Aries may experience more limitations and restrictions in connection with the vitality, the energy, and physical strength at this time. And there may be, certain, exuberance and enthusiasm in terms of rescuing, people that are in less fortunate situations, which can include, the homeless, the hungry, the oppressed, and the impoverished. So, well, next up, as far as Taurus goes, the 11th house is what's going to be emphasized and highlighted. So, one way this may manifest could be about combating duplicitous, deceptive friends and acquaintances, people that actually again maybe impersonating themselves as friends anyway, because if they're being duplicitous and deceptive, they're naturally not really being your true friend. But those that might be evasive and elusive, and there may also be certain more drive and motivation in terms of Pisces related goals, aspirations, and objectives. They could be something connected with poetry, dancing, photography, anesthesiology, spirituality, boating, fishing, or the metaphysical, which can include astrology. And also, so Mars is about leadership, prowess, and ability. So, as well, you might be, at this time expressing a certain leadership, in some Pisces-related, group, club, or organization. Again, it could be, the aforementioned Pisces things that I talked about before. Whether it could be poetry, dancing, photography, or the metaphysical, which includes astrology. And also, it's a lot of, it could be a lot of sacrificing at this time, for your friends, at this point in time. Really a lot of energy injected, really, really about pursuing your future, being very inspired in doing so. Now, the next sign I'm going to talk about is Gemini, and the 10th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time for Gemini, the situation, with the dominant parent, which is often the father, older people, authority figures may be more contentious than usual. There may be more acrimonious disputes with these people. It could be over, ideals, and what inspires you, or it could be matters connected with deception, duplicity, even lethargy, just apathy in general. And also there may be more, propensity for accidents, which might be, due to chaos at one's place of business and livelihood. But also at the same time, there may be tremendous drive and motivation at this time to attain, success, notoriety, recognition, increase one's social status and stature in life, having tremendous inspiration in doing so, being idealistic about this, attaining, one's dreams and fantasies at this time in the process. So the next sign I'm going to talk about is the zodiac sign Cancer, and the 9th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, well, This could be, for Cancer, well, there may be more, differences and disputes in terms of, in-laws, grandchildren, even foreigners, and it may be matters pertaining also to higher education, foreign travel. Um, it might be over, matters with ideals, what inspires you at this time. It could be, as well, um, there might be some, Mars and Pisces, by itself, may be expressed in feeling guilty for unleashing anger. And it might be, this time you might feel this way for some time. It could be unleashing anger in matters with in-laws, grandchildren, foreigners, people you meet, during foreign travel. It could be people you may know, at some college, university, as some examples. And also too, and just there can be arguments regarding more regarding one's beliefs and philosophies at this time. But on a positive note, this could also manifest an energy and vitality being injected into some kind of Pisces relating, publishing or advertising venture. It could be something connected, with poetry or dancing, something that's pharmaceutical, chemistry. It could be something associated with spirituality, or again, even the metaphysical, which includes astrology at this time. Now, another thing too is, well, next thing up, next sign up, I should say, is Leo, and the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So for Leo at this time, there may be more disputes, with matters, pertaining to shared resources, with one's intimate connections. It could be people that are involved with loans, like loan officers, or, people that, are involved with trying to help you get loans or matters of support. It could be becoming angry over some kind of dissolving or dissipation in matters of support, whether it's moral, emotional, or monetary support. And it can be a lot of some action at this time in terms of a spiritual, transformation. And also too, Mars is about, action, so there can be more action. It can be over regarding some fraud over insurance or credit card fraud at this time. But at this time as well, you may also be, driven and motivated into, establishing, some kind of, legacy, about, being, idealistic, inspirational, someone that's sacrificing, forgiving, expresses compassion and altruism as well. Now, for Virgo, the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, there may be, situations with, significant others, important friendships, the marriage partner, business partners. It, may be more contentious than usual. There may be arguments over, maybe with a significant other that may appear, passive or, deceptive. At this time, it could be, your important friends. You may be angry at them for appearing overly docile and passive. And this is a time where, you have to guard against being overly, apathetic or docile in regards to dealing with open adversaries at this time. But on a positive note, this can also manifest in, exhibiting, I should say, injecting a lot of energy into some Pisces related. It could be a partnership, something, again, with dancing, with poetry, with photography. It could be, something connected with altruism, the less helping the less fortunate, chemistry, or again, something with spirituality or the metaphysical, which can include astrology. Anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment. Until next time, Edwin Learnard saying, stay well.